Hi water signs, thank you for tuning in and welcome to One World Tarot. Right, this is a reading for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and it's the energies for the week ahead. So I've pre-shuffled and pulled the cards after meditating on them because I wanted to spare you the pain of watching and waiting, in fact, because I'm not the greatest. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start. Right, so water signs, with the energy leaving you, we've got the Page of Swords. Right, so it's a very young energy, it's a studious energy, and if you look at the card, you see this person's got their head buried in the book, and I'm wondering if maybe you should lift your head out of that book and just look forward just for a little while, because you're actually walking on a sword there, not a tightrope, so be careful not to cut your feet type of thing. So it's like watch where you're going type energy, which I'm very glad to say is leaving you. But it's a very young, flighty energy. I mean, if you look at her, you know, she's all up in the air, she's all up there, isn't she, up in her head. So it's quite good that perhaps this is leaving you. It's telling me that you need to ground yourself. Just maybe do some grounding exercises. Now, this made me laugh because the Page of Cups came out next, which is another up in the air card. Right, so this looks like you're gonna have a bit more of the same by the looks of thing. Another young energy, Page of Cups. You know, if you look, his feet aren't touching the ground here. You know, he's away with the fairies, you know, there's shadow hands there holding a heart. So he's he's quite an unrealistic character, I'm going to say, because he's the type of person, or they're the type of person who is in love with being in love, which isn't real, is it really, water signs? So keeping it real, you know, I mean, if you look up here, you've got a pig flying. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, please try and ground yourself, I'm going to say, because, you know, the energy leaving, yes, Page of Swords, all up in the air, another page, very young energies. So, you know, are you being as grown up? I know this sounds awful and I don't mean to be mean, but are you being as grown up as you need to be about something? You know, are pigs flying? Are you in love with being in love? You know, are you all up in your head instead of in your heart? You know, it smacks to me of ground yourself, quiet yourself, go within, meditate a little bit, find some space for yourself. I pulled a supporting card, a clarifier for the Page of Cups, because I thought two energies very up in the air, and I've got the Nine of Voices here from the Muse deck. So we've got the Nine of Voices that came out, and voices are swords. So it's a card of anxiety. So it's almost like you're anxious about something, you're finding it hard to find peace within, you know, finding it hard to sleep even. You know, if you look at the card, you know, she's got her head in her hands and it looks like she's trying to sleep, but, you know, obviously there's something coming in here that's troubling her, that's troubling them. There's something, it feels like something's troubling you. So that's the card that's come out with the Page of Cups. So whatever it is that's keeping you, you know, it could be that these two pages are just confusion. You're just in a confused state for some reason. And this is just clarifying that that you are in a confused state and you need to find peace. However, what I will say, it's a 9, the Nine of Voices. It's a number 9, which is the end of a cycle. So hopefully you will be coming into a more grounded period in the coming week. The outcome energy for the week is the Six of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth sign. It is grounded, so it will be coming to you. But what this is telling me is Six of Pentacles. If you look, you've got one hand giving, one hand taking. It's reciprocation, it's balance, it's the infinity sign. If you can see that sweeping in the background there, it's keeping things going in a balanced manner, in a realistic balanced manner. So I would definitely ground yourself. This is a lovely card that's coming in. You know, it's certainly fresh after the heavier Nine of Voices that came out to clarify the pages. So, you know, fear not. Whatever it is that you've been, whatever phase this is in, it's coming to an end, and you've got a brighter time ahead. A certainly more lighter time ahead. And I clarify the Six of Pentacles as well, and you've got the Seven of Materials, which translated from the Muse deck is the Seven of Pentacles. So you've got the Six and the Seven of Pentacles, if you like. So you're moving in that direction. You're going forward in the right direction. You've got the correct, you know, energy that you'd want coming in. Absolutely. You've got here, she's this woman here is, she's planted her flowers and they're all blooming and blossoming now. So you've got finding the balance here, and you've got, you know, now you're picking your flowers, you're arranging your flowers. You know where you want to go next. You know how you want to move forward. It's moving in the right direction. Six and Seven of Pentacles. So that's fantastic. The overarching energy for the read is just wonderful compared to the beginning, because you've got the World. And, you know, considering that the energy you're in and the anxiety that you are facing, perhaps, you know, perhaps you don't need to be so anxious. Perhaps it is all in your head. You know, that these pages, these two pages here, they're all up in the air. They're all up in their head. Maybe you need to, it's like I said, ground yourself, center yourself, go within your heart. Leave your head, go within your heart, because that's where you're going to find your way forward. And it's going to give you the World. It's going to clarify everything that you need clarified. So, although a bit flighty and anxious to start with, a very grounded ending, you know, earthy ending to your coming week. Lovely. Right. So there's your read, my water signs, my Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now to finish up with, I'm going to see what Spirit would like, what message Spirit would like to leave with you for next week. Let's see what Spirit would like you to know for next week, water signs. Quite a tricky start to that read, wasn't it? Very up in your head. Yeah, definitely go towards your heart. That's where you're going to know you know your truth. You know how to do it. You know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Right. Let's see what Spirit would like to leave you with for next week. And this is for the water signs for next week, please, Spirit. And what advice would you like for the water signs? To leave for the water signs for next week, please, Spirit. Thank you. There you go. You've got two, I think, there. What's the first one? Overcome any obstacle. Yeah, that anxiety I was talking about. This Nine of Voices. You know, overcome any obstacle because you can. Because you can. The Rhino is a very determined, strong, steadfast energy. So you can get through that. There is always enough. You know, that's the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. And you've got your pentacles coming in here. You've got the 6 and the 7. So you are going to be reaping some rewards of whatever labor you've put into whatever project or internal growth. There is always enough, and lack mentality just brings lack into our lives. So try and leave that behind if you do have it, or you have a shadow of it hanging over you at the moment. But yeah, there is always enough, water signs. Wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoyed the read. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, have a lovely week the week ahead, and if you did like the reading, please like, share and subscribe, and much appreciated. Same time, same place next week. Toodle pip and be kind to yourselves. Lots of love.